Hey everyone, happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm pretty excited about that. And no St. Patrick's Day is ever complete without a Guinness. This is Guinness no alcohol. And I really can't drink alcohol. I take medication that I can't, that's hard on my liver. And so I don't want to be drinking. But since it has a nitrous oxide ball in it too. And Guinness is my favorite beer. So, but look at this. This is a thing of beauty, I tell you. I'm going to do a reading today. But I wanted to look at that. Oh, look at that. And it travels up and down just like the real Guinness. It tastes pretty much like Guinness. It little off, but still good. So, happy St. Patrick's Day. Yum. But anyway, now that we're ready, whoops, let me get here, get my things ready. I want to do a reading today. And I was really upset about the, let's see. I was really upset about the Democrats when it came to the continuation of the budget and siding with the Republicans, the 10 Democrats that sided with the Republicans to go ahead and what's the word I want? Do the continuing resolution. I didn't like it because it had other things in it. It wasn't a clean one. And the first bill was not, sorry, I'm looking at this, seems a little bit out of focus or out of cockeyed. And I haven't even been drinking. Look at that. Anyway, so my goal, so what, I was kind of torn. And there's a reason why I don't make the big money and I'm not in Congress. I'm understanding both sides. Part of me is like, hey, no, I'm a Green Party member. I should tell you, I'm a Green Party member. And I like, I think differently than the Democrats. And but I agree with AOC and Bernie Sanders and that we should not have, part of me said we should not vote on that. We should not be part of that. And just let the government fail. I mean, after all, half of it's shut down anyway. It's not working like it's supposed to be. We have all these people fired. All the money is on hold. We're not functioning anyway. So it ain't going to matter much. And then there's the other side of the coin that said if we go ahead and we allow the shutdown, that gives the muskmelon and the felon more that they can do. They can do a whole lot of damage, even more so. So I can understand both sides of the coin on that. I said, I don't make the big bucks to make those decisions. Because, it just isn't, nope. Guinness, my favorite beer. Hey, spicy. Oh, no, it's Mama. Hey, I got 6 cats, for those that don't know. And so I want to do a reading today. I want to see if Schumer and the other Democrats did the right thing according to the cards. Did they make the sound decision? I'm hoping to do it with only 3 cards, but we shall see. Hey, don't pull. Don't pull that. I'll lose my beer. And that would be sacrilege. Even though there's no alcohol in it. I just love the taste of Guinness. It's really good with ganache, chocolate ganache. I never tried it. You should. It's very good. So I want to know basically, did they do the right thing? Is what they did going to have a better outcome than the other? I want to tell you that this is for entertainment purposes. Cards are always right. Sometimes my interpretation is wrong. The cards come out based on the energy at this moment in time. It doesn't come out in any other moment, but in this moment in time. We have and things can happen. Things can change. Free will is a big factor in that. Okay. So with free will, things can change. Outcomes can change. And but at this moment in time, you know, you can't predict, you can't go into the future, but you can't go behind either. So it's what's right now, the energy right now as I pull the cards. It is for entertainment purposes only. So did Chuck Schumer and the Dems that voted with the Republicans to keep the government open do the right thing? Will the outcome be what we need it to be? Okay, we need it to be. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, so good, I tell you. That's my one indulgence in life. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll see. Let's see what the cards tell us. This is the seven of wands. Okay, wands are fire energy, and it's about instinct, creativity, creative energy, and it's an action card, a challenge, so to speak. And this is a, what is a 7? 7s are about what's happening within us, okay? And I'm going to read all the possible outcomes for this card. Of course, I won't know until I compare it to all the other cards, okay? In this case, it's about challenge, competition, protection, perseverance, defense, and maintaining control. Ten of Wands. There's another Wands card. Okay. 10s are about completion of a cycle. Okay. It's about completion of a cycle. And you can tell here, this is a burden for him. He's trying to carry all those to the city. There's a little house back there, trying to carry it to where he lives. And this is about burden, extra responsibility, hard work, and completion. Okay, this is a yes card. This is the Sun. Okay, it is the Sun. We might have our answer right here. We don't have to go any further. Positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, firm, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. Let me see if just to make sure. Nope, that doesn't fit in. And then at the base, sometimes the base of the card is as important as the top of the card. In this case, these are some more wands. This is the 8 of Wands. Okay. And it's in reverse. Okay. 8s are about motivation to act. Usually means things are going fast. But in this case, it's about delays, frustration, holding off, waiting, panic, and a slowdown. Okay. The Hangman. Okay. This is the Hangman. This is about pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, enlightenment in viewing things, okay? Viewing things different than before, deep insight, sacrifice, change, and release. This is the 10 of Cups. in reverse. Cups are about emotions, relationship, sense of self, and instincts. Okay. And it is a 10. 10 is also a completion card. Completion of an activity. Okay. And in this case, it's about shattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, disconnect, misalignment, values, struggling relationship. Okay, yeah, no, this doesn't fit. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. I need to ask for clarity because there's a card here. I'm not exactly sure where it fits in. Okay. I think I have. I think I have it. This is about delays and frustration. Now, I think this is on Mike Johnson right here. He was unable to get a budget. He wanted to do a, what kind of budget was it? He wanted to do it to where they didn't, it kind of leaves my mind at the moment, but he wanted to do it to where it only had to be a majority. He wanted a budget that was only a majority. But because they had some infighting and panic and slow down in the process, they had to go with a continuing resolution because they didn't want, well, some of them wanted the government shut down, some of them didn't want it shut down, depending on which perspective you're looking at from the Republican Party. If there was a shutdown, they were going to blame the Democrats for it. But the thing is that they hold the majority in the House. They could have put together a budget and then switched, gave it to the Senate, and the Senate wanted two budgets, two different bills, but the House was stuck on this one beautiful bill. Okay, so in their delay in that, it put a burden on the Democratic Party. Okay, and it's completion card, but it put a burden on them because they had to make some choices. Okay, and they were in their mind, it was about this was a challenge because they were trying to maintain some sort of control. Schumer had, and those Democrats had a belief that they had, they wanted to maintain some control so that the Muskmelon and the felon in the White House could not go ahead and cause more issues, if that makes any sense, cause more issues. So they wanted, and it was a challenge because the challenge is not just against, the American people, that a lot of them wanted them to go ahead and just not vote for it, but amongst their own party. I mean, they had to challenge our own party. And people in their own party thought that they were surrendering to the Democrats. But I'm actually seeing it differently than that they were willing to sacrifice themselves. They were willing to sacrifice themselves because they believed that by not voting for this, it was going to be far worse. Okay? And when they did that, so they put themselves up, knowing full well that it was going to be very unpopular, especially with the progressives. And it caused disharmony in the Democratic Party, and a lot of disharmony, domestic disharmony. Yeah. And now they're going to have struggling relationships within the within the Democratic Party because of this. But the sun is a yes card. Okay? And it's a success. It becomes a success. Even though it's not what the majority of people wanted, especially Democrats. They're mad. They're mad, and they want to primary Schumer and others that voted for it. But this is a yes card. And I asked if they did the right thing. That was my question. Did they do the right thing? And despite, it taking, it was not, it would have been a lot easier if they would have came up with a bill, an actual budget, instead of this continuing resolution with all this extra goodies in it. But they didn't do that. Their delay caused an undue burden on the members of the Senate. They were challenged, and they had to fight within their own party. They had to fight off people in their own party. And they had to, and it made it, they had to fight. Not that they really wanted to do it, but they were looking at the bigger picture. What could happen if they don't? And so they were willing to sacrifice themselves and make themselves look bad, and even cause a disruption and disharmony within the party to be successful. So according to the cards, yes, they did the right thing, because the outcome would have been far worse. So, as I said before, I had torn feelings on that. And this is for entertainment purposes only. And happy St. Patrick's Day. You have a wonderful night.